In Stargate, you fight for the freedom of a people who are slaves to an alien posing as a god. Sounds pretty cool, right? But what I'm about to say is the end-all, be-all. You play as Kurt Russell. Do I even need to say more than that? Kurt is back to killing aliens once again after his rampage in John Carpenter's The Thing. Sadly though, he's left his beard at home, which is a problem because it's a pretty well-known fact that Kurt's beard is like Samson's hair. It gives him his powers, and without it he's vulnerable. So things are about to get serious. And I mean, his beard's got his own freaking Facebook page for Beardless Kurt is Jack O'Neill, the colonel of a special forces team sent through an alien device capable of transporting matter thousands of light years in an instant, aka the Stargate. In spite of the sci-fi keystone that is the Stargate which holds the story together, the narrative is actually more archaic and less scientific. In place of the technologically advanced planet cities of Star Wars or the Citadel of Mass Effect, Stargate instead takes place on another world that feels eerily like ancient Egypt with dunes and structures that fit that time period. And this is where you'll be doing your action platforming as you trigger-click through the tyrannical overlords while aiding the natives in a rebellion to overthrow the false God King Ra. To reach Ra, O'Neill will be given various tasks throughout the campaign, like gathering bomb parts and supplies to rescuing captured members of his squad. Most of these missions consist of adventuring across an overworld to discover different doors and cave entrances, and then entering the doors and caves to look for objectives. Sometimes after finishing these missions, O'Neill will be given a choice where to go next. Each direction will change the stage progression a bit. Going in and out of the corridors and choosing the different pathways leads to a slight sense of free-roaming adventure, but nothing that breaks too far from linearity. Still, it's a welcome addition. Another welcome addition is the different weapon mods that are spread throughout these environments, like liquid cooling to stop overheating or bullet spread. Besides his machine gun, O'Neill can also toss grenades, which are very plentiful but absolutely necessary, especially when fighting the very difficult bosses. Between hanging, grenades, shooting, and machine gun mods, Stargate can make for some suitable action while also showcasing its gameplay diversity during the tougher encounters. Gameplay also has the occasional flight stages that break up the on-foot gun-toting. These flight stages usually have O'Neill shooting down other enemies or collecting fuel to reach far-off bases. The flying missions aren't as fleshed out or good as platforming or the gunning, but it does add a nice change to pace. From death gliders and staff lasers from jackal-headed enemies to Kurt Russell and James Spader's portraits delving out dialogue, the game stays pretty true to the movie. It's not the best video game adaptation ever, but it's got good animation, sound platforming, and decent shooting. What it doesn't have is Teal'c or Sam, but that shouldn't stop any fan of action platforming or Stargate from trying this one out.